Well, good afternoon. Today is Friday, July 31st, and just like that, told you I can't snap my fingers. Let's try this one. I used to be able to do it. I can't do it anymore. Oh, my old feeble hands. Anyway, I want to show you something too. I got to turn the around just a minute. Doesn't that look like little pork sausages? Little pork sausages. They look like little sausage links. They look silly. Look how old my hand looks. Enough of the silliness. Every time I look at my hand, it looks like weird. I had to share that with you. It just looks very strange. You know, like when you make, I remember when Dominic used to make the sausage links in the back. He'd put all the sausage in the machine and then he'd put the intestines, which I didn't know that that's what they were, but they're intestines for the links. And then he would squeeze it through and then he'd make them look like little links, like he'd twist them in that. Anyway, enough of the silliness. Today is the last day of July 31st, and we have just anniversaries, no birthdays today. Nobody let me know. But Barbara and Mike Pask, P-A-S-K, sorry about that. Some of my onion soup is still left in my mouth. Today is their 43rd. I know, I'm so distracted. Well, hello. Today is Friday. No. Today is Thursday. Don't rush the week, Sandy. We're rushing the month as it is. Today is Thursday, July 31st, and we have an anniversary today. We actually have two anniversaries. Today is Barbara and Mike Pask, P-A-S-K. Today is their 43rd anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary. But it's also Gail and Rich. I want to make sure it's not Rick. I have Rich. Mason, M-A-S-O-N. Gail and Richard Mason. Today is their 54th anniversary. Jim and I beat you. We got married at the beginning of July. You waited to the end of July. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary today. It's beautiful out here. It's 73 degrees. I have all my windows open, but we're in an air quality alert. 2 days ago, it was set at 27. And today it's 125. That's not good. But I don't like all the stagnant air that's in the house. And there's a nice little breeze, so that's pretty nice. My brother came by to take a shower because he had the knee replacement surgery, and his bathroom is on the second floor, and he has a deep tub, like a sauna tub, so he can't swing his leg over. So he's still taking a shower here, but he's getting along pretty good. He kind of sprung up out of the chair. Kind of shocked me. Last week he could hardly get out of the chair, but today he just kind of sprung up with the arms of the chair, but he still got up. I didn't put him on the video. I should have. I forgot. And then after that, Jim and I went and did some running around. We went to the fruit market, and I got some fruits and vegetables. And Jim had the slowest, I would have thought we were being on like a prank TV. This kid was so slow. Jim started to get his deli meat, and all he got was, he got me a 1/4 pound of my Polish ham, a 1/4 pound of turkey breast, a 1/2 pound of provolone, 1/2 pound of bologna, and then he got a 1/2 pound of ham. I like my ham shaved. He likes it like in slices. I then proceeded to go get all my fruits and vegetables. I got some salad. I got some romaine lettuce, a couple cucumbers, a couple avocados, some tomatoes, some strawberries, some raspberries, some green peppers, some red peppers, some avocados, some peaches. And then from there, I went way over to the other deli section, and I got some pasta salad, and a non-pasta salad. And then I went to a completely different counter and got a 1 vegetable egg roll. Then I went to the bakery aisle and I got Jim some bread because he likes a different bread than I do. I got my bread. And then I went over to the bagel section and I got myself a couple bagels. I stick them in the freezer and then I use them, eat them as I need them. And went to check out how much the milk was because we needed a gallon of milk. The milk for 1 gallon of milk was $5.99, and at Kroger's it's $2.59 for a gallon. So I figured I can get 2 gallons for the same price as one. He can just wait in the truck and I can run in and get it, which is what we did. But and then I went back and this poor, well, I don't know, poor kid, this anyway, all he had done was my turkey and my ham, and that was it. He was so slow. I told Jim, I said, oh my gosh, it's so slow. And then at one point he was taking so long to get my cheese. I told Jim, I says, I think I'm just going to forget about the cheese. And he said, no, he's over there slicing it. I thought he had went looking for cheese and couldn't find it. Then we went from there. I got my Starbucks. I got a Starbucks drink. And then we went to the UPS store because I had to drop off. I bought a bathing suit that I have a problem. I am very bottom heavy, top light. I have nothing to speak of. So I take like a regular large for the top, but then I take a 2X for the bottom. I can get the bottoms to fit, but then the tops are so big my boobs are all hanging out. And then if I had the other one I can't get the things on. So then I tried to get separates, and that's what I ended up doing. I ended up buying a small or like a large top and then a 2X bottom. So it's supposed to come on Monday. So the bathing suit that I did get, I had to bring back to UPS to send it. And then I went into the Kroger's where I was only going to get the milk, but then I realized I needed some orange juice and I needed some lemonade and I needed some eggs. And then I needed some garlic salt because we had run out of garlic salt. And then we came home. So, and I went to the library. All of my books were in. That's where we went first, was to the library. And then we determined that we weren't going to come back that way because going from my house to the library is probably maybe 5 miles, 6 miles. And it was bumper to bumper because they're getting ready to do construction on that. I think they're going to get ready to build that pedestrian bridge, and so it was like awful. But anyway, I picked up my books. All of my books are in from the Joanna Brady series, so I can start reading them. And then the one I realized that I thought I read all of the J.P. Beaumont series, and no, I forgot that one book, the third book in the series, Improbable Cause, hasn't come in yet. So I went up to the librarian and I was asking her, and she had seen me come in with the books because I had like 7 books that I dropped off, and then I donated 2 books that I bought, and then I went to pick up the other books, so I have the next 7 books of the new series. And so I told her, I says, I don't understand how come I don't have that book, because I ordered it back at the beginning of June and it hasn't come in. And she looked and she said, yeah, June 5th. And I said, yeah, I know, it was a while ago. And because I kept waiting for that book before I started the other books. And she says, no, you're still on the list. There's 2 ahead of you. And I said, those 2 have been ahead of me since June. She said, well, I'll look into it deeper and I'll find out for you on that. So in the meantime, she says, are you in our book club? And I go, no. So she gave me a calendar for the library. And so then I noticed that they have a fiction book group that meets on the first Tuesday of the month. And then they have a nonfiction book that meets on the third Thursday of the month. So I took both books out, but I'm going to show you. Let me show you which book I'm going to read now for Tuesday. Yes, we're going to read before we start the Joanna Brady series. We're going to start this book. I think I get this so it doesn't fly away. I'll move it over here so I can get it so it doesn't, because there's a nice little breeze out here. Anyway, I thought I'll give it a whirl because I was in a book club once, but I didn't like the book choices because it wasn't like my type cup of tea, I guess is what you'd say. But this has got 304 pages, so let's see what it's about. I don't even know what it's about. To Christina Olson, the entire world was her family's remote farm in the small coastal town of Cushing, Maine. Born in the home her family had lived in for generations and increasingly incapacitated by illness, Christina seemed destined for a small life. Instead, for more than 20 years, she was host and inspiration for the artist Andrew Wyeth and became the subject of one of the best-known paintings of the 20th century, Christina's World. As she did in her beloved bestseller, Orphan Train, Christina Baker Klein interweaves fact and fiction. Oh, you know what? This is exactly what it was last time. It illuminates a little-known part of American history, bringing into focus the flesh and blood women behind the portrait. Well, I will try it. But this is the exact same kind of a book club I was in before, and I wasn't that great keen on it. The book here, I will finish it, but not today. This one, I just can't get into it. I just can't get into it. I'm only on page 79. And we all know that that's pretty sad for me. I don't know if I'm going to like this book. The last book I read with this group was about, was it J.P. Morgan that did it? I forget who, you think I'd remember. But it was when he was doing all the libraries, and he hired that one lady to be his librarian, and she built up the best library in the world, and he used all of his own money to build the library. I think it was J.P. Morgan. I'm almost positive it was. It was an interesting book, but it just wasn't, I like murders. I'd like to solve a murder. Bella DaCosta Green was the woman that J.P. Morgan hired to make his library more public for everybody. Benjamin Franklin founded the very first library in Philadelphia. I should have known that. As much as a reader I am, I should have known that. But I thought I'd share it. And then, what else is going on? Oh, I wanted to thank Edie over at Edie's Adventures. I don't know if you noticed that she put up a video yesterday. I noticed it yesterday, but I didn't watch it till I went in last night when it started to rain. I forgot that it rained, and I came out here in my stocking feet and my carpet here. I have like an area rug. It's soaking wet, so now my feet are soaking wet, which I don't like. So I gotta take my socks off. Let me get a drink here. But anyway, Edie was very kind in the end of her video, and she was asking everybody to give my family here love and support. I did write down because there was a couple people I wanted us to pray for. Karen Newcomb. I'd like you to say some prayers for Karen Newcomb. And I wanted to thank you, Diane McDaniels, or McDaniel, not McDaniels. Diane McDaniel had sent me some information on cancer treatments that I'm going to forward to Mary so that she can show it to her oncologist. So thank you very much. But Edie had asked for people to remember me and my family. And I have gotten so much support, whether it was through emails or comments on my videos or just acknowledgement for my family, for prayers. They're putting Mary on their church prayer lists. They're saying rosaries. They're doing novenas. They're listing her in her adorations. And I so appreciate it. I know that Joan and her family pray for Mary every day. And I know Edie, and I know everybody is. I hate to start naming names because there's so many people that have reached out to me to tell me that they're thinking of Mary and my family and that. But I had a dream last night because I was, just before I went to bed was when I watched all my YouTube videos. And I dreamt that Edie, because I text back and forth with Edie all the time. Mostly I text with Edie and Joan. I go back and forth with both of them all the time. But Edie had told me, was texting with me, and so she had said, I can't make it to your house today, but just know I'm in your thoughts. I'm in my thoughts. You're in your. Excuse me while I try to get this straight. Edie said, you are in my thoughts and prayers. And I said, well, thank you, Edie. I really appreciate that. And just then my doorbell rang. And then I go to the door, and there was somebody there. And there was this whole line of people. And they were all holding gift cards. And they all came up to the door, and they said, Edie said we're supposed to come by your house and give you love. And then they all reached out one by one to give me a hug. And I thought, do you people not know me? What's going on? But in my dream, I accepted every single hug, every single one. And it just felt so good. And I'm thinking, why don't I like hugs? This feels good. I don't understand this. This is like really nice. And so all these people were hugging me. They were giving me all these gift cards. I don't know why they were giving me gift cards. I don't need any gift cards. But it was nice. And the very last person in line, I said, well, how do all you people know where I live? Edie didn't give out my home address. And they go, you're on the internet, Sandy. Nothing is hidden on the internet. We can find out whatever we want. We know where you are. We see you. I thought, oh, okay, thank you. But, so I just wanted to thank Edie again because that was so nice. Edie always says she puts a smile on, I put a smile on her face. But I got to tell you, Edie, you put a smile on my face all the time. It's just, I can't say that I've ever watched a video of Edie's that I didn't chuckle somewhere in line, somewhere in the video. I chuckle all the time. And then Joan sent me a text this morning with a picture of the light on. Oh, I'm so jealous. You know me, I love a dark, gloomy day. It doesn't have to be, if I'm on vacation, it has to rain at least one day and it has to be a gloomy day. People that don't want to go on vacation with me just for that main reason. They go, is Sandy going? No, she can't come. We're not going with her. She wants a gloomy, rainy day. And my funeral day. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you all remember on my funeral, hopefully wherever you're at, on my day that I have my funeral, that it's raining by you. And just know that if it's raining, then I'm thinking of you. I'm watching over you because I know, morbid. I know, but it's a fact of life. We're all going to go one day. And I want to go on a dark, stormy, rainy day. I want people all standing around in umbrellas. No, they don't even have to come in umbrellas. They can sit in their car and sit from the side of the road. I don't go to the gravesite. I'm not one of them. The only time I've gone twice, once by accident, once on purpose because it was at my grandmother's funeral in Boston, and I had gone to my grandmother's funeral in Boston, and everybody went to the gravesite, and I didn't know that's what we were doing. And then when we watched her lowered into the ground, I thought, oh no, never again, never again. And then for some reason, for Susie, when my sister Sue was being buried, I just went over there just to look at the site. I didn't, and then I see them coming, lowering the coffin in, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want to see that. It's a fact of life. I know that, but it's like, I don't know. I don't like that. And I am not a going to the grave type of person because I don't believe that they're there anymore. I just think they're all around me. I think my whole family is right here around me right now. I don't need to go to the cemetery to know that they're around. I just know that they're with me wherever I go. And then if I'm doing something that I don't want them to see, I say, go away. We're going to be doing something that you're not going to approve of, Lou, so leave me alone. I am a firm believer that when you're having a good day, God will always say, hey, come over here. Come on, you guys. Come on, Manning clan. Come on over here. Look at Sandy. Look what a good day she's doing. Oh my gosh, she's having a really good day. But if I'm having a day that I don't really want to be involved with them, he'll say, hey, you guys, come here. I got something for you to do over there. Go over there for a little while. Don't worry about what she's doing. Only in Sandy's world. I live in a strange, strange place, but I'm very happy where I'm at. So it's just, like I said, I'm a firm believer that my family is all around me. And if I say, God says he needs you over there, because I got to do this, they go over there with God. I'll find out one day if that's true or not. Oh my gosh, am I going to be horrified when I find out that wasn't really true and they saw all the evil things I was doing? I don't do evil things. Much. No, I don't do evil things. So anyway, I think that's going to do it. Tomorrow I have my doctor's appointment, my 6-month checkup. I finished off my onion soup that I made the other day. That was delicious. And I had a vegetable egg roll with it and my Starbucks drink. I'm going to start reading this book, see if I like it. Check out the library, what's going on at the library. And get on with the rest of my day. So that's going to do it. Take off these socks because my feet are soaking wet. And that's going to do it. So let's hit the like button, the comment button, leave me an emoji. Like I said, I'll send you an emoji back with them, but I probably won't make that one bit of sense. But I think they're cute. That's why I sent them. So anyway, let's get together again tomorrow. Hopefully we see each other then.